It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Davis Mills. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills. Okay,
I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Mills throw there, taken in by Smith. 20! And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Working out of the gun, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Mills. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. All again on 2nd down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets at 9 and 6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Last week we saw a rarity. He he was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. They give him 13 yards there to play for a set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's home. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 27. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll run with Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number 1. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game defensively. They have a big challenge on their hands. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball again. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He finds Corey Davis, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. All again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Godwin's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Hall again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the... And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills to throw it. Caught left side by Mechie. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 11. Runs over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll go again with Hall. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll give to Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's got room.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
So here is Mills and the Texans.
Down 21-14, 65 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Mills looking to throw it.
Complete. Smith has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now Mills.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
Mills back to throw. Right side complete to Mechie.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mills throw taken in by Landry.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's Mills.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone.